On this episode of Muscle Car of the Week, a car you definitely do not see every day. This is a 1966 Ford Galaxie 500 XL with a factory R-code 425 horse 427 under the hood in a one only color. This is the only one ever built. This car is cool. It is something you're not going to see every day. A 66 Ford Galaxie 500 XL with the R-code dual quad 427 V8 and a 4-speed. Now, a Galaxie XL is a nice car, but it's nothing super spectacular. An R-code Galaxie XL is pretty darn rare. I guess they only made about 49 of these cars, and this one is the only one ever made in this color. Now, I'm not sure why this body style isn't more popular than it is. By the mid-60s, American car styling lost all of the space-age, tail-fin, rocket ship kind of stuff of the 50s, as evidenced by this car. All the lines are super crisp and straight. You know, it looks like a tailored suit and not, you know, some rocket ship to the moon. Much more conservative, but super, super clean. I also love this color. This was a Mercury color, and it got special ordered on this car. And it's supposed to be the only one of its kind in this color, and it's restored, but it looks fantastic. Now, that Coventry Gray is unique not only because, well, this is the only one made in it, but that color, you can look at it one of two ways. If you ordered up a Galaxie 500 XL in this color, you know, my first impression is it looks like a gray flannel business suit. You know, there's a lot of bright work trim on this car, and it looks very upscale, and you'd think, you know, it could be driven by a banker or something. But at the same time, if you're gonna street race, maybe you want a dark gray. You know, maybe that's the color that blends in at night, you can't see, and it becomes kind of a sleeper. So either way, the color is definitely unique on this car. There's this great little sticker in the quarter window that says, "Caution, all windows must be closed for speeds in excess of 120 miles an hour." Now, if this sticker was on a lot of cars, it'd be nonsense. This one isn't kidding. This car would easily do over 120 miles an hour. And of course, you know what happens if the windows are down at that speed. You mess up your hair. In the serial number of this car, you'll find the letter R, and that means it came from the factory with a 427 cubic inch side oiler V8 engine. And they call it a side oiler because the original design of the 427 was called a center oiler, meaning it provided oil for the cam and the crank through a passage right through the center of the block. But as they raced this engine in NASCAR, they weren't holding up to continuous high RPM abuse, so they redesigned the oil passage to come in from the side of the block, which provided better oil coverage to the crank, the main caps, the rod caps, and the camshaft. And that's what a side oiler is. Now, this car's kind of a sleeper. When you look at the outside, it looks like it's all dressed up to go to a formal event. But it all gets crazy when you open the hood. This is the famed Ford 427 R-code V8. It's making 425 horsepower, tons and tons of torque. It's got a nasty camshaft in it, dual 4-barrel carburetors. It's bolted to a Ford top-loader 4-speed transmission, and behind that is a 350-to-1 rear gear. This is a drag race package, but it's wrapped up in a business suit. Crazy. And the other performance items include heavy-duty suspension, power front disc brakes, heavy-duty cooling system, and that's about it. I mean, everything on this car, from a mechanical standpoint, is designed to make it go, and go fast. And even back in the day when this car was new, you know, it weighs about 3,700 pounds, and it ran mid-14 second quarter miles at just over 100 miles an hour. And that's on, you know, those 1966 vintage bias ply tires, making tires smoke the whole length of the drag strip. So with a better tire and some tuning, I mean, these things were intended to be drag racers right off the showroom floor. And that's part of the thing that makes this car so unique, because it's not a stripped down lightweight version of a Galaxie, it's the 500 XL. I mean, this thing has basically everything you could throw at it. This car has a whole bunch of cool options: AM, FM radio, under dash 8-track player, but the best thing is the 4-speed handle in the console. Super, super cool. 80,000 miles shown on the clock, and it doesn't even look like it's got half of that. So it's got all kinds of luxury on the inside, but go fast stuff everywhere else. And of course, the most unique part is the fact that it's finished in Coventry Gray, which isn't even a Ford color, it's actually a Mercury color. So somebody special ordered this car in that Coventry Gray, and it's the only one ever made. Now over the years, we've seen thousands of restored cars. And in fact, we own a restoration shop where we do restorations of all kinds in our shop. But one thing that really struck me about this car is how new it feels. Everything about this thing feels like it's day one. That's awesome. There's varying degrees of restoration. Some people make the car look like it was new, but everything about this one actually feels like a new car. There's no play in the hood. When you close everything, listen how solid. It's like it's brand new. We'll have more pictures of this executive hot rod on the website, MuscleCarOfTheWeek.com. And don't forget to check out our Facebook page because we'll have a teaser of next week's car. You can try and guess what it is. And all of our videos are on the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, you'll never miss one.